Hello everyone, my name is Manohar. I'm a data science trainer and consultant. Today we are going to discuss what is artificial intelligence, what are the skills required to become an AI engineer, how AI can be used in real-time scenarios. Upcoming entire future works with AI. Currently, many are using AI in their daily life and not aware regarding the same. Facebook, Google Assistant, Cortana. In Apple Mobile, we are using Siri voice helpers. All these are results of AI. So let me start the session and discuss the contents of this webinar. In this session, we will focus on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Firstly, let me take you through the introduction to artificial intelligence and machine learning. And then we will see the current trends, techniques, best practices and approaches in artificial intelligence and machine learning. We will also see how different industries are using AI and ML. We shall also discuss about limitations of machine learning. And in the end, we shall discuss why deep learning and artificial intelligence comes into the picture. Let me start with what is the thought process behind machine learning. In 1640, a businessman got deviation in his profits and losses. To avoid the loss every time, he wanted to know the business status for the future, whether it is profit or loss. Who can answer this question? What would happen in the future? No one knows. So he started thinking, can a machine think like me? His name is Arthur Samuel. Arthur Samuel was an American pioneer in the field of computer gaming and artificial intelligence. He popularized the term machine learning in 1959. Prior to him, there are many persons working on it, but Arthur Samuel emphasized this thought, which is called machine learning. From then on, it continued with the same term called machine learning. Let us discuss how machine learning developing from beginning. In 1642, they developed mechanical adders. You can see the picture in the right side. This is mechanical adder. This adder aim is to automate the learning process. Without help of anyone, it has to be done with an input. They started developing from here. In 1801, storage system. In 1847, Boolean logics. Boolean logics means logical gates. Later they invented mechanical systems for statistical calculations. That is calculator. Pattern recognition. Here pattern means unknown results for the problem statement. In 1952, Arthur Samuel invented first machine learning program. The Samuel Checkers playing program was among the world's first successful self-learning program and such a very early demonstration of the fundamental concept of artificial intelligence. He developed first program to automate the learning process. He named this automate learning process is called machine learning. So it continued as machine learning. Whatever the programs they developed, they applied in real-time data. It got good results, so it was developed. Till now we discussed why machine learning and its history. But let us know what is machine learning. Machine learning is the study of computer algorithms. Nowadays, machine learning is very popular because that improve automatically through experience. That's why machine learning is very popular. And machine learning is fundamental concept of artificial intelligence. And it has fundamentally different because the onus of decision making has now been partially shifted to the machine. Machine learning naturally works in high dimensional space and can identify good solutions out of many candidate solutions. Machine learning algorithms build a mathematical model based on sample data known as training data in order to make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed to do so. Machine learning is closely related to computational statistics, which focuses on making prediction using computers. Machine learning is also referred to as predictive analytics. For example, consider a real-time scenario. Every businessman wants to know if I invest some amount, then what would happen in the future? This type of questions will arise in them. Suppose when I am going to invest some money in shares, I will check about company present CEO performance in the company, and their past data, and the demand of the product in the market. I will check this type of data. Almost all the companies run with shares. They need to attract the shareholders. So companies need to give assurance to the shareholder. Then how they will give the assurance to the shareholder? They use their past data like their investment and profits. Then they use machine learning to predict business status in the future. With that results, they will give the assurance to the shareholder. In this way, machine learning is important for the companies. So let us know how machine learning works. Suppose consider I am a businessman where I invested in some of my businesses. I got the profits like this. Now I want to go to invest $150. Then what are my profits and losses? It seems as a problem like in schooling days. See, real-time data problems are same as our schooling days problems, but they are complex to solve. In real time, data comes without any logic, and based on number of features, it gives the results. Here the feature is investment and the target is profit. Here I displayed a graph with investment on x-axis and profit on y-axis. Consider if I invest $400, then I get $1,000 as my profit. Then if I invest $150, then what is my profit or loss? It is a prediction with machine learning. This line is called regressor line. In entire machine learning, we are trying to find best regressor or classifier. See, when I invest $150, then my profit is around $2,750. How it means, I draw a parallel line to the y-axis through 150. That line touches my regression line at a point. From that point, I draw a line onto y-axis, then I get around $2,750 as my profit. In this way, machine learning can be useful. But remember, without past data, machine learning doesn't use it. Okay, we can proceed machine learning with a programming language. We move forward with Python programming language because Python syntax is understandable, learning and development time is very less. While writing a software application, you must focus on the quality of its source code to simplify and maintain the updates. The syntax rules of Python allow you to express concepts without writing additional code. Python, unlike other programming languages, emphasizes on code readability and allows you to use English keywords instead of punctuations. Hence, we can use Python to build custom applications without writing additional code. The readable and clean code will help you to maintain the software update without putting extra time and effort. Like other modern programming languages, Python also supports several programming paradigms. It supports object-oriented and procedural-oriented programming fully. Also, its language features support various concepts in functional and aspect-oriented programming. And Python also a dynamic type system and automatic memory management. Python is used for developing a large and complex software applications. Okay, let us see in which field machine learning can be used. In manufacturing, machine learning used for cost reduction through predictive maintenance. Predictive maintenance leads to less maintenance activity, which means lower labor cost and reduced inventory and material wastage. For example, consider I have a door manufacturing company. When I invest when I start my company, I don't know how much material and how many members I need to use to manufacture a door. In my previous years, roughly to manufacture 100 doors, I used 50 members. To manufacture 200 doors, I used 150 members. That time, I spent much of money for labors and materials. I lost much of money and material due to that my profits are also reduced. Now I got a project to manufacture 1000 doors, then how many members I need to use. That time, machine learning helps us to decide how many members we need to use and how much material we can be used. With machine learning, we get more benefits and profits. In this way, machine learning can be useful in manufacturing. Pre-machine learning, companies have lost their profits. But when machine learning came into the picture, machine learning mostly used to solve the business problems. In healthcare, to find whether a patient has disease or not. For example, consider COVID-19 scenario. If the person has cough, cold, headache, lungs pain, then we consider he has coronavirus. Sometimes they might be with cold, but corona is negative. Sometimes it might be positive. It's new virus. So many are injuring with it due to lack of medicine. To test all the persons with their blood, it may get too much time. Virus expands to the society in very less time. That is better to take the status of health of each person and then make the predictions. It gives the results. But it is not always correct. It gives 75% of correct results and 25% of wrong results. 100% no one can say it is correct. YouTube also using machine learning. In YouTube, if you see a video, there are number of videos are recommended related to that video. To recommend video, machine learning provides recommendation system. If you just open YouTube without searching for any video, you can observe there are some videos are recommended for you based on your search history. To detect the faces, machine learning can also be used in Facebook. If you add a friend in Facebook, that will ask you, is he your friend? Because that search for friends of your friends. If that photo is not in that list, that time it raises the question by detecting the faces. If you say he is also a friend in your Facebook, again that will take all the images of his friend, again process will continue. Google Translator also using machine learning to translate the text from one language to another language. Google Translator works same as like our dictionary. Whenever you are unable to find the meaning of the text, then just scan it. Then that Google Translator convert the language into any other languages. In automobile engineering, machine learning can be used to maintain the stock of vehicles. Assume in previous years, if sales of vehicles are 100, 120, 150 and so on, then in this year, how much minimum stock I should maintain in my store? Because if I didn't get any orders, employees may lose their jobs. When orders comes to the companies may need to recruit the employees. That time, companies may chance to be lost their skilled persons. So to avoid this type of losses, machine learning can be used. Let me explain machine learning in email spam filtering. For every second, more than 1 lakh of emails are sending and receiving in our daily life. How storage system is managing in emails? To maintain the storage system, emails are segregated into spam and non-spam messages. Qualities of spam messages are unsolicited messages, commercial advertising, distorted images, and bad grammar. To segregate spam and non-spam messages, we need natural language processing and machine learning. With natural language processing, we perform data pre-processing. After performing the natural language processing, we collect the data like, is it unsolicited? Is having distorted images? Is it having bad grammar? Is it having advertising messages? With this data, we predict whether it is a spam message or non-spam message. In this way, machine learning can be used in email spam filtering. It's fine. Then why deep learning came into the picture? Let us know. In machine learning, there are some disadvantages. It can't deal with a large amount of data when it has number of rows and number of columns, and it can't recognize the images. To overcome all these problems, deep learning came into the picture. Let us know what is deep learning. Deep learning is also known as deep structured learning. It is a part of broader family of machine learning methods based on artificial neural networks with presentation learning. Learning can be supervised, semi-supervised, or unsupervised. Deep learning architectures such as deep neural networks, recurrent neural networks, and convolutional neural networks have been applied to the fields including computer vision, speech recognition, natural language processing, audio recognition, social network filtering, etc. To deal with large amount of data, deep learning provides artificial neural network. To deal with image processing, deep learning provides convolutional neural networks. We can discuss about this topic in upcoming webinars. Let me move forward. Let us compare the work of artificial nervous system to human nervous system. How human brain works in the same way artificial nervous system works. You can see in the neuron there is dendrite and axon. Dendrite receives the information and axon sends the information. Soma helps to leave the neuron. Nucleus will perform the operation and send the information through axons. Artificial neural networks were inspired by the information processing and distributed communication nodes in biological systems. Artificial neural networks have various differences from biological brains. In artificial neurons, we can observe input, 3 hidden layers, and output. It works on forward and backward propagation. The objective in deep learning comes from the use of multiple layers in the network. Deep learning is a modern variation which is concerned with an unbounded number of layers of bounded size. Let me explain what is AI. AI is the one which imitates the human behavior. Sometimes it is called machine intelligence. Artificial intelligence was founded as an academic discipline in 1955. In artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning are subsets. First, we need to know what is intelligence. Intelligence is the ability to acquire and apply the knowledge and skills. In contrast to the natural, intelligence is displayed by humans and animals. As machine becomes increasingly capable, tasks considered to require intelligence. The traditional goals of AI research include reasoning, knowledge representation, planning, learning, natural language processing, perception, and the ability to move and manipulate the objects. Approaches include statistical methods and computational intelligence. Intelligence comes when we observe and express. Further, we imitate the human behavior. To imitate the human behavior, we need eyes to visit. We need vocabulary to express our thoughts. In the same way, it needs visibility system and vocabulary. Here the visibility system is computer vision. Vocabulary system is done with natural language processing. Without computer vision, we can't handle deep learning effectively. When we know machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, natural language processing, then only we call them artificial intelligence engineers. Many of us getting confusion. What is the difference between artificial intelligence and robotics? Robotics is interdisciplinary research area at the interface of computer science and engineering. In short, a robot is a machine which may or may not require intelligence to perform specific tasks and has a physical form, whereas an AI is a program, so it does not need to be physical. Okay, let us discuss about visibility system. Visibility system is computer vision. Let me explain what is computer vision. Computer vision is an interdisciplinary scientific field that deals with how computers can gain high-level understanding from digital images or videos. Computer vision tasks include methods for acquiring, processing, analyzing, and understanding digital images, and extraction of high-dimensional data from the real world in order to produce numerical or symbolic information. For example, consider a CC camera. I want to find my dog which was missed in the area. I can review CC camera which it recorded. CC camera recorded entire area but not specific object. From that recording, I need to find the specific object. Then only I can compare the photo of dog. Then I can find my dog easily. Assume it is same in thief issues. How government find a thief? With help of computer vision, they can find very easily. Government has people ID cards in various forms. ID card have photo of a person. They compare the photo by detecting the object. Then they can find the thief very easily. Let us discuss about how we can find an object specifically from the area. With help of Kenny edge detection, we can find our object easily. The Kenny edge detector is an edge detection operator that uses a multi-stage algorithm to detect a wide range of edges in images. It was developed by John F. Caney in 1986. Caney edge detection is a technique to extract useful structural information from different vision objects and dramatically reduce the amount of data to be processed. It has been widely applied in various computer vision systems. In computer vision, we do object detection. To detect object, Caney edge detection is very useful for us. I detect the edges of an image and I draw a rectangular around that image. Then take that image which is within the rectangular border. I consider it as my object. When I dig into the subject, we discuss about it briefly. Let me move forward. Let us discuss how natural language processing works and what is it. Natural language processing is a subfield of linguistics, computer science, information engineering, and artificial intelligence concerned with the interaction between computers and human languages. In particular, how to program computers to process and analyze large amount of natural language data. Challenges in natural language processing frequently involve speech recognition, natural language understanding, and natural language generation. In natural language processing, chatbots are more helpful for us. In customer services, about one product, number of persons might be asked number of questions. It is not possible to answer everybody on time. That time, chatbot will give us the information regarding product. It calculates the sentimental analysis about a product. Consider an example to understand what is sentimental analysis and all. If a businessman wants people's opinion on the product, he can't find all the reviews. He can't read all the reviews. With ratings he can find, but some people give 4 points out of 5. But they are not satisfied. To find that type of person's opinion on product, natural language processing will be helpful for us. This process is called sentimental analysis. It gives the results as polarity. Polarity means percentage of negativity and percentage of positivity of a person on product. Then product owner decides ways to improve quality of product at low cost. Finally, I conclude that machine learning is a predicting model. Without past data, machine learning doesn't help us. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning. It came into the picture to overcome all the problems in machine learning. Artificial intelligence is the one which imitates the human behavior. Intelligence is the brain. Machine learning, deep learning are called brain. Computer vision and natural language processing are the inputs for the brain. In the next session, we will discuss about Python programming language and basics of machine learning. Thank you very much to spend your time with me. Best wishes for your career growth.